Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video we will be configuring HTTPS in Check Point R82 and exploring the latest improvements it offers, so let's get started. So here this is my SMS server, and I got only one gateway to test. So let's double click on our gateway and HTTPS inspection here. Let's first create the certificate. So create, and here we can import our specific CA server certificate. Okay, my server, let's call it R82 .local and choose a password here. And we leave this as default, so okay. So here, as we can see, there are many new improvements in this page. So for example, here we can see a full inspection, learning mode, and here we can see there's the global setting. The global setting is under the security policies here. We will look at it later. And here export certificate stream. But let's export the certificate first. Desktop, we can call it R82 cert, something like that. Okay, let's enable HTTPS inspection, and here we can see full inspection and learning mode. So HTTPS connections in full inspection, HTTPS connections are inspected according to the defined HTTPS inspection policy. And in the learning mode, which is the new thing, the learning mode allows partial deployment of HTTPS inspection to assess its impact on connectivity and performance. So in this mode, the security gateway inspects a small portion of traffic to detect potential connectivity issues and estimate resource usage based on the configured HTTPS inspection policy. More here we can see we have fail mode, fail open. So if we click here, we can see this also is new improvement with the R82. So we configured the fail mode for client-side, server-side errors. In the event of a connection error, you can choose between the following modes, which are fail mode, fail open, and fail close. So the fail open, the security gateway bypasses HTTPS inspection for connections that encounter server-side or client-side errors, allowing the traffic to pass without inspection. In the fail close, the security gateway blocks connections that fail due to internal system errors, server-side issues, or client connectivity problems. And here in fail open mode, the security gateway blocks the initial connection but bypasses inspection for subsequent connections with the same source and destination hostname. In versions like R8120 and earlier, client-side errors always result in connection being blocked, so the fail close, and the behavior cannot be modified in these versions. So in all other versions other than R82, it was fail close, but here we can see that the default is fail open, which we can change. And bypass underload, so when the CPU is on 100%, the HTTPS will bypass inspection, so we can choose to disable that or enable it. So we stick with the defaults for now, and we choose to full inspection and click OK. And let's install the policy once for now. Install. When the installation is done, we can check our Windows machine to see the certificate warning on the browser. Okay, it's failed. Let's take a look why it's failed. Outbound policy cannot be installed for this site. Okay, so here we need to enable the URL and the application, this one and this one. Okay, so I think we need to disable HTTPS first, like that, so that we can enable URL and application blades first. Okay, so now we need to enable the HTTPS again. Let's look what is here. I think this will vanish in a moment. So let's enable HTTPS again. Okay. Deployment mode is full inspection. So the full inspection is exactly the same as the previous versions. So install here. Let's see. I think should wait until this error. So we can test. See, I think it will fail again because these blades. Okay, now it's succeeded. So let's go to a machine here to test the, for example, sweetie.c. See if we get the certificate error. And at the same time, we can look at some logs here. We can do this and queries and HTTPS inspection. Let's take a look. We already, yes, we are inspecting all traffic per this, and here the HTTPS policy. We can see now that we have inbound policy and outbound policy. In previous versions, the inbound policy was on the 8120 was in a smart dashboard. So now there is no need for smart dashboard. Everything is here. Even the advanced settings are here in Smart Console. And the inbound policy. So let's take a look at the outbound policy. So here in this policy we can see that financial services, health and government are bypassed, and we do this to follow the legislation. Anything else is inspected. So let's go back there, our machine here, and now we can see that certificate details, it is not our certificate is not trusted. So let's install it here. So the R82, this one, let's copy it here or on the desktop. And let's install it on our machine again here, as we did in the previous video about A8120. Trusted root. Okay, next and finish. Okay, successful. Okay, and let's restart our browser here. So as we can see here now, this connection is secure. Let's look at our certificate issued by R82 local. So this certificate is issued by our CA server in the firewall. So let's go back to our and see if there is anything that is bypassed. Let's try to go to a bank like Deutsche Bank. And see if the traffic will be bypassed. And there. Now we can directly see that some traffic is bypassed. Okay, this is DP, this is the Deutsche Bank. Okay, that's fine. So now let's look at some improvement in it. So mark the HTTPS policy here and we click on deployment. Here we can see if the deployment is full inspection or the other one, which is the learning mode. So here we chose to do a full inspection or learning mode, and under deployment we can see if it is full inspection or learning mode. Advanced settings. So before this advanced setting, all of them was on the smart dashboard. In R82 there is no need for the smart dashboard anymore. The fail mode, we have talked about it. So the categorization mode, the default is hold. So we select a mode for the categorization of HTTPS websites. So background, all requests are permitted while categorization is being processed. If a request cannot be categorized using cached response, it is treated as uncategorized. And access to the site is allowed. That's very important. It's allowed. So in the background, the Check Point online web service continues the categorization process, and the result is cached locally for future requests. This mode minimizes the latency during categorization. The hold option here, this is the default setting, as we said. If a request cannot be categorized using cached responses, it is blocked until Check Point online web services completes the categorization process. So it's up to every company to choose to hold or to the background. So server validations. So when a security gateway receives an untrusted certificate from a website, the settings in the section define when to drop the connection. So here we can see track validation errors log. So expired, so reject traffic from service with we can check or uncheck as we need here. The certificate blocking, you can create a list of certificates to block traffic from service using these certificates will be dropped. So if a certificate appears in both the block list and trusted CA's list, the block list takes precedence, so don't forget that. Bypass allow list. This checkpoint provides a dynamically updated list of well-known updates services and certificate pinned applications to enhance connectivity by allowing them to be bypassed. And we can take a look here at what kind of services. So these services are bypassed. So Check Point, Microsoft, VMware, Mozilla, Java, and Adobe. Next we have the session logs. So starting from R82, the security gateway is capable of sending session logs, which offer a visual summary of the TLS traffic passing through it. So let's take cancel here and look at some other thing which is new also in R82. Here we can see this is new, HTTPS inspection statistics. So if you close this one, open it on the plus and go to views, and we need to have, because our management server need to have the smart event server and smart event collection unit active here. Back there. And we can see some statistics here. Let's open that like this. Take the last hour here. So it's obvious we have no traffic, just a little bit of traffic, but we can still see some. So we can see the web pages visited, top 10 bypassed, which is bypass, TLS connection. At the same time, in R82 can now inspect the QUIC protocol. So back to logs. If we look here, we can see QUIC. In previous versions, the recommendation was to drop all QUIC traffic because a gateway running R8120 could not inspect QUIC traffic, but now it can. And we can look at the CP view. Let's look at ping SSH and so CP view here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. If we go to the advanced, go there and under HTTP parser, go under, and here we can see QUIC. So everything is, we can see everything here, but because this is the lab, so there's no traffic. Let's try to open other web pages, maybe here, some news or something. Try to generate some traffic and see if we get something like that. Let's take a look. We can see here now, so we can see processed connections 13. So this is very important. So now you can inspect the QUIC protocol. So as we can see here, QUIC inspect, but in R8120 and all previous versions we could not, and the recommendation was to block all QUIC traffic, but now we can inspect it, as we can see here. So let's go back to this. It's very nice. So this video is done here. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.